Surprise, motherfucker!
Hey, what's going on, guys? Indie Pride here with Milk and Cookies Total War.
And this is Madness.
And today we have a special set of replays for you guys. This was the 2v2 RTK charity tournament, played with some of really the best Total War players in the community at the moment. On the RTK side, we had RTK Majutsu and RTK Mercurius. And on the Aggony side, we had Aggony Duck, who is widely known as being one of the better, maybe the best Follow Samurai players in the community, maybe at least the most well-known Follow Samurai player. And then over on his right, we have Aggony Twitchy. Some of you may remember the series I had against him in the Dutch Stokuzai tournament. Played him in the semifinals. Very good Shogun player and very good Follow Samurai player as well. Let's look at the setups real quick. I'll go over Majutsu's and Madness can go over Mercs after I'm done with that. Majutsu has 3 Spear Levy, a couple Yarikachi, some highly vetted Shogatai with 25 attack, Yariki, some upgrades, 18 attack.
Highly vetted level 2.
Yeah, right. Well, it's 25 attack. It's good sword unit. Yeah. And he has a shooter. No, not shooter gen. I don't know what gen. Leader gen? I don't even know what general that is.
It looks
I guess
like
it's leader gen.
I think it's a... It doesn't have stand and fight though.
No, I guess he's just a... I'm confused. I'm looking at the general. I don't know. I don't even know what he is. He doesn't have any abilities.
He has 8 chevrons, but he doesn't have increased stats, only gun enabled.
Huh. I guess he just maybe has a mix, a composite general. I don't know. How about you go over Merc's side real quick?
Alright. So... RTK Mercurius has a full command gen. He has a bunch of Shogatai, level 1 it seems. 23 attack. Very, very many cavalry units. Shogunate Guard Cav, 2 chevrons, 3 chevrons, some Yariki, some Yarikachi hiding in the forest here, and some Spear Levy meat shields. And I think we can go on the replay, or no, should we go over?
Yeah, we can go over their setups real quick. Duck has a ton of line infantry, and he'll have even more that comes out later in the battle. I believe he has around 10 line infantry units, 2 marine units with 150 range, a Royal Marine, and a United States Marine. Yeah, and a bunch of Shogunate infantry, some relatively decent Yariki, but really cavalry is not going to be what wins him this battle. If they win, he won't really seek to exploit any of that cavalry because both Merc and Majutsu have cavalry that can deal with his. And then Twitchy doesn't have much showing right now, but he just has 3 line infantry units, a couple cav, but more of that will come out later in the battle. But I mean, right at the start of this battle, it's pretty obvious what they're going to be doing. Majutsu and Merc both have rush armies, and they're going to seek to get into melee as soon as possible, while Duck and Twitchy will try to keep away with their line infantry and just try to skirmish and kite as much as possible. But let's press play right now and get into this. So Merc with his Shogunate Guard Cav and his Yariki is definitely going to try to push his cavalry advantage right at the start of this battle. The good thing about having that much cavalry is that he can just kind of push up and threaten Twitchy's flank right at the start, because Twitchy does have some 30 attack Shogunate Guard Cav coming out of the trees right now, but he does not have enough cavalry to deal with all of that.
I wonder how he made him 30 attack though.
It's a really powerful cav unit though, for sure.
That's like 5 attack upgrades?
Yeah, I don't
really
know. Practice grounds? I don't know. Honestly, I've never vetted Shogunate Guard Cav, so I'm not actually sure. But Twitchy does have 5 cav units, so this is a pretty even cav fight at the moment. But Merc has the benefit of having Yarikachi backing him up. Nothing's really going to happen over on Maju's side for a little bit. He'll have a couple Spear Levies get shot, but really we're going to focus on Merc's side at the beginning of this battle, because Maju's going to send his cavalry to help Merc out, and they're going to get a cav fight going and try to overwhelm Twitchy. What's weird about this map is that a lot of people think this is a flat kind of map, but really Hida Mountains has a lot of subtle hills, and it's really hard for line infantry to shoot because there are a lot of hills and divots in the map that make it hard. And that's definitely going to be an issue that Twitchy has in this battle, is his infantry are going to have trouble getting a line of sight going. The cav fight has started over with Merc and Twitchy. They're going to get in the cav fight, kind of get bunched up there. But Merc just dropped a naval bombardment right behind Twitchy's Yariki, and we're going to zoom in on that because he's going to lose pretty much all those units in a couple seconds here. Maju's cav has just come in, and they're tying down a bunch of his line infantry. And that naval bombardment should come any second now and just do a ton of damage to Twitchy. Basically cause a mass rout here in the middle. There it is, there it's coming. The first one missed, second one missed. Oh, there we go. They killed, I don't know, they probably killed close to 50 men in that bombardment there. It was crazy. And obviously the morale penalty does a ton of damage to Twitchy. And his line is faltering at the moment, and Merc's Shogatai are breaking through, and Maju's cav is helping out a lot as well. Merc won the cav fight over the left flank and is going to push in and take care of the rest of these line infantry units. And Maju's just going to pull back because there's no reason for Merc and Maju to double team Duck yet until Twitchy's taken care of, because he's out of this fight now.
All Duck can do right now is just try and get some double line fire going.
And he is going to have a... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, basically hope that he's going to be able to defend against that big-ass melee rush that's going to come in.
Two of them. He's going to have to focus, and that's the really hard thing, is that he's going to have to deal with two really powerful Shogatai melee rushes that are going to be coming from two different angles. And he's also going to have to deal with the line of sight issue, which you can see where he's positioned right now. He has a lot of trouble with line of sight because like there are all these hills.
And in addition to that, he has no cavalry left aside from his general. So basically,
he's in trouble.
He's in big trouble. Yeah.
They're gonna get a really nice round off though, and they're gonna do a good job of positioning where they need to be. Merc is gonna set up in these woods and just kind of wait and regroup after his quick battle with Twitchy. And Maju there's no reason for him to move up right now. In fact, I think he might kite away. There's this couple line infantry units. The United States Marine just got up and took a volley. I believe Maju pulls back though. And yeah, Twitchy does a great job of a double line fire here, and really he kind of gets in a circle here and kind of sets up with line facing all directions to focus on multiple threats. But the problem is that you have to know how many line units can deal with each one of these armies, and he really does not have enough line units dedicated to each side. I mean, he can't. Like, he has 8 or 9 line units, which is good, but 3 or 4 line units is not enough to take out Maju's or Mercurius's army.
I think he's trying to push Maju a bit, maybe into rushing him prematurely, but he's just pulling back and waiting for Merc to come in, so...
Which is a smart idea. There's no reason for him to rush blindly into this gunfire at the moment. Wait until his cav's in position. Wait until they have a perfect surround going.
And you can see it on the map, it's a nice blue ring of death, basically, around this...
These Shinsengumi over on Duck's far left are going to get taken out by those cavalry. Kind of got isolated over there, didn't really have any hope.
Oh, yeah, I missed it.
It doesn't matter.
Right. There they go.
Yeah, the final rush is coming in now. Maju and Merc are both pushing in from every side. And I will say Maju got a little bit disorganized here. He is in loose formation though with all his troops, which is a good idea. Minimize the fire, the casualties that he'll take from the enemy. I think he should have let his meat shields go a little bit further ahead of his Shogatai. He is a little bit disorganized, but I think he was also microing his cav at this point and wanted to just get a really good surround off with his cavalry as well.
Oh yeah, and Maju's cav is now going into the Shogunate infantry here in the back, which apparently had no protection whatsoever.
No, I think Duck would have been good to have maybe turned the line infantry around and take care of the cav. And he's going to do that now, but it's a little bit too late.
And we also have a naval bombardment coming in right now.
On those Royal Marines, and they're going to start wavering right away. Lost 30 men in that. Really, this battle's over now. Duck doesn't really have any hope of doing enough damage. There's just too much cav, too much melee rush on the field for him to do anything. I did think it was very interesting, though, if you can see over on Duck's left flank, he had these two line units that were kind of formed an X. I don't know if he did that to try to mitigate the charge from the cavalry or what, but that was kind of interesting to look at.
Maybe they just kind of got caught moving.
Yeah, it's possible. Really, though, Maju and Merc did a fantastic job of melee rushing this battle. And I will say that Heat of Mountains is a good rush map. Because, like I said, line of sight is such an issue on some parts of this map. Twitchy kind of crumbled at the beginning there. They did a good job repositioning and surrounding Duck, and there wasn't much Duck could do. And that is for replay.
Yeah, should we go and take a look at the stats?
Yeah, let's do that. Maju and Merc both deployed pretty similar. I mean, they actually had pretty similar armies. Spear Levy, Shogatai Rush, and Maju had 917 kills. Mercurius had 1250, and really, Merc barely took any losses. I think Twitchy had trouble dealing with that melee rush for sure. And yeah, like both their Shogunate Guard Cav did really, really well. Got a ton of kills, and I think it was the cavalry that won in that battle.
Definitely. Yeah, on the Agony guy's side, we can see that Duck, due to his line spam and little small cav component, had plenty of guys to deal with Maju's rush, but apparently Twitchy didn't have just as many. He had only 1200, facing 1400 from Merc. As far as kills and losses are concerned, obviously the statistics are a bit worse. 1200 losses, 900 kills on Duck's side, and 1000 killed, 1000 lost, 500 killed on Twitchy's side. So you can tell this was a very one-sided battle. Twitchy fought against Merc, and as far as unit statistics go, the only unit that really paid for itself on Duck's side was the United States Marines, which got over 300 kills. Everything else didn't really have enough time to shoot at the incoming rushing units because they all got tied down very quickly and they had cav to the back and there wasn't much they really could do. And on Twitchy's side, the only unit that got over 100 kills was his Shogunate Guard Infantry, which obviously got tied down by Yarikachi and then wiped out by cavalry. So yeah, I think the deciding factor was really how quickly Twitchy got taken care of and how he didn't manage to kite, which, as you pointed out, was a bit difficult due to the hilly terrain. But yeah, he didn't quite account for it, I don't think.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the first battle of the grand finals in the RTK 2v2 charity tournament. We will be bringing you the next battle in that shortly. So I hope you enjoyed, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks.